This is a Science Department health bulletin. To address a recent rumor regarding our new vaccines, they would like to reassure you that while you may have a short, mild reaction, the vaccine cannot give you the actual disease.
Oh, hello.
Hey, darling. Good to see you. The new antenna parts are working exactly as we hoped. Thanks to the improved bandwidth, settlements are already receiving the benefit. We're getting crystal clear signals from all our ASAMs. And seeing that has given me an idea. I'd like you to help me with something. Something personal.
You've got my attention. Let's hear this idea.
I want to record a new radio message for Laura. I want to tell her about all our new settlements. About how thanks to the HQ and our upgrades, some might even grow bigger and better than somewhere like Diamond City. And I'd like you to record a few words too.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Hang on, let me just set up a few things. Okay, we're ready. Hey there, sweetie. It's your dad. Sorry it's been a while. There's a lot of things that need my attention recently. But with my partner's help, we've been doing a lot of good work. Speaking of my partner, I've got someone who would like to say hello. Go ahead, darling. Introduce yourself.
Pleased to meet you.
They're the one I told you all about. The Vault Dweller from the past. It's thanks to her we've made so much progress building settlements. They're helping to rebuild the Commonwealth. And I wouldn't be surprised if very soon the entire region becomes a thriving metropolis. Just like Sanford used to be.
I didn't do it alone.
That's true. We have had a lot of help. It's not just me and my partner. Others have joined the cause too. Even the people of the Commonwealth are lending a hand. Things are changing here. For the better. I don't know if you and your mom have found somewhere to settle down yet, or if you're still searching. But I don't think you'll find anywhere better than what we've made here in the Commonwealth. And things are only going to keep improving. So, make sure your mom hears all about it, okay? All right then. I hope to see you soon, sweetheart. Bye for now. Well, that should do it. Not quite the performance I was expecting, but good enough. Thanks. I don't know if Laura will ever hear that message. But it felt good to record it. Alright, moving on. Now that the antenna's been improved, there's something else I'd like us to try. Now, I told you about those strange parts the gunners added to the comm hub, right?
Yeah?
Well, since I didn't know what any of it was, I decided to play it safe and just disconnect it all. But I've been thinking, the Gunners added those parts for a reason. So maybe some of that hardware might be useful to us. So what I'd like to do is to try incorporating some of these parts into the comm array.
Why don't you try it yourself? For science.
Well, I could do it, but it would take a long time. And to be perfectly honest, my expertise and disposition are a little lacking for this particular task. So before we try to integrate any of these parts, we need to learn the function of each of them. For this, we're gonna need a whole team well-versed in careful theorizing, experimentation, and analysis. We're gonna need a bunch of scientists. I've already spoken to Cassandra, and she seemed willing for her and her crew to take on the task. I added the project to her board. So when you're ready, go assign it so everyone can get to work. Alright, that's all for now. I'll catch you later.
The admin team would like everyone to know that
Hey.
the library now has functioning terminals for use by HQ personnel. Do not play holotape games on them.
Still grounded. Hey, can you tell Cassandra to quit bugging me? I know what I'm doing.
Cassandra here. We finished combing over the hub components. It's a good thing you and our little visionary had the foresight to assign it to us before using them. Otherwise, it's likely you would have been down a couple of limbs, some staff, and an entire building. You see, one of the components was rigged with a rather elegant booby trap.
Is everything all right?
We've disabled the trap and put everything back together. I'm pleased to report that the only damage done was to Cedric's nerves. He jumped any time there was a spark noise or when I happened to clap my hands and say boom. Really, he should have learned by the 5th time. I can't imagine anyone would mind, but I took the initiative to repurpose the gunner's trap into something a bit more portable and throwable. While of course I don't condone the use of violence and blah blah blah, the irony does tickle my sensibilities.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Use it responsibly. Weapons are not my favorite thing to create, but I'm trusting you'll put them to good use. Now something tells me Jake is anxious for your attention. So you should probably go talk with him. Bye for now.
Oh, hey, I was just thinking about calling you. Cassandra gave me the report on all those components. Still can't believe one of them was rigged to blow up. I never would have noticed something like that. Not until it was too late. Wonder why the gunners would put something like that into the hub. Maybe some kind of insurance?
You're safe now. That's all that matters.
You're right. No use worrying over what might have happened. Anyway, the rest of the components check out and are safe to install. Each component comes with a unique benefit. The one I'm most excited about will make the array more energy efficient. But there's also one that would extend the array's broadcast range. That would come in handy if we wanted to start using ASAMs further afield. Not that I'm saying we should do that right now, but it might be useful in the future.
So what happens now?
I suggest our next project should be to install all these new parts. Really kick the comm array up a notch. I'll put the assignment on the board. You know the drill by now, so I'll let you get to it. See you later.
Attention logistics team. Report to the lower offices. Urgent restock required.
This place is headed in the right direction. It's good to finally have a home.
Lots of places to hole up around here.
The Commonwealth is thick with derelict signals, old and new. You may just be jumping to conclusions.
I'm telling you, Lupe and Mansfield heard it too. We can't all be wrong.
I'd say I told you so, but...
Hayden, don't be an ass.
What's the trouble here?
Oh, darling. Thank God you're here. Let me get you up to speed. We finished upgrading the comm array with those new parts, and everything was working. In fact, if anything, it was all working a little too well.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
After we installed the parts and rebooted the array, we started hearing a bunch of new radio signals.
You recall that small issue we had, where the old comm hub was intercepting certain radio frequencies?
Yes, of course.
Well, we've kind of got a similar situation, only it's a little more complicated.
Slow down. Start from the beginning.
Right. From the beginning. Okay, so, after we turned the array back on, well, this is what we heard. Here, listen for yourself.
I don't understand what's going on.
I know it's hard to make anything out, but me and Lupe managed to isolate and clean up each signal, and, well...
It's radio chatter from all the other groups out there in the Commonwealth.
That's right. And after listening to them all, it seems recently there's only one thing on everyone's mind.
Us! Everyone out there is talking and sharing information about us!
Huh. Looks like we started to make some real waves in the Commonwealth.
That shouldn't be a problem.
If circumstances were different, I might have agreed with that. After hearing all those people talking about us, I was curious to see just how far our newfound notoriety had spread. So I increased the sensitivity on the antenna's tuner, and that's when we heard... It was only for a few seconds, but me, Lupe, and Mansfield, we heard radio communications from the gunners.
You said gunners are out there?
That's right. At least, I'm pretty sure it was them. Like I said, we only intercepted the comms for a few seconds. After that, I figured the most prudent course of action was to radio you, inform the other department heads, and then have Lupe try to re-establish the radio link. And that pretty much brings us to where we are.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Not yet. But we do know it's somewhere outside our usual stomping grounds. I think that maybe...
Hey, I think I just found the comm signal again.
Wait, really?
What are you waiting for, kid? Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
Alpha Golf 1, this is Spearhead Command. What's the holdup? Over.
Spearhead Command, this is AG-1 Lead. They ordered a halt on the strike convoy. Scouts reported a big pack of shamblers on the road ahead. Dispatch some of the fresh meat to go deal with them. AG's 1 to 16 holding position. I'd say ET 6 hours until we get moving again. Over.
Understood, AG lead. Good call on sending the conscripts. No use wasting real gunners on ferals. Over.
We might lose a handful, but who cares? More important, we keep the real troops injury-free until we get back to Boston. How's things going back at Province Bay? We getting those reinforcements or what? Over.
Affirmative, AG lead. Mercs and Civi contractors are being coached on regs. Expect their deployment with the next batch. Over.
About damn time. We need that manpower just to take back the plaza. Never mind resecuring the Commonwealth. When I get back there, that Vault Dweller and their little band of resurgents are in for a world of pain. No one messes with the gunners, and no one looks down on me and lives. AG lead. Over and out.
Oh no, not again.
That voice. Was that who I think it was? Berman?
Berman? You mean that gunner that stole the comm hub? You didn't kill him? When we took the plaza, I went along with your little mercy plan. But I never expected you'd be so stupid as to let that guy live.
It was my decision, not yours.
Never mind about that. Did you hear what they said? They're coming back to Boston.
Strike convoy, conscripts, and contractors? Those gunners aren't just coming back. They're returning with an army.
An army? What are we gonna do?
Moving an entire army is no small feat. I dare say there's plenty of time for us to prepare.
I can't believe this is happening! Everything was going so well!
Believe it. They are coming back. And I doubt they'll be content with just a skirmish or two. We can expect a full-scale war.
Then I suppose we don't really have a choice in the matter, do we? Well, darling, seems we'll all be relying on your leadership yet again. Because if there's anyone who can guide us through this, it's you.
Don't worry. We'll take care of the Commonwealth together.
Aye.
Yeah?